greatest jihad is jihad al-nafs. This is what our Prophet ﷺ said. When Sahabi came from the battlefield, he said, the jihad al-akbar is not in the battlefield. It's fighting your own nafs, fighting your own desire. And we're living in the time, in a very difficult time. We're living in 2022, where acceptance, tolerance, and those things has become very, very rare. We're living in a very selfish time, egoistic time, even between husband and wife. Yeah? A husband might think, why should I do that? I have a right as a husband, according to the Sharia. Or the wife thinks, according to the Sharia, I have those rights. It's a very egoistic and selfish thinking also. What make clash? What make end up in arguments and in divorce? And we don't want that. To be very wise and very hikmah, as husbands, as wives, as mothers, as fathers, I will strongly advise, don't demand on your rights from the Sharia. Give them up. Give these rights up for your wife. Maybe Sharia said the husband has the right of such and such, but would it be not merciful for the wife you love so much and you know she is struggling? Would it be nice to give up those rights in a favor for her to make her life easier? But demanding on such a rights constantly, making maybe your wife or your children the life difficult, it might destroy family life. Yes, Sharia way is the best way, but if you can give up your rights as husband sometimes, as a wife, I'm 100% sure Allah will love you for this, because you bring ease. We're talking about halal rights, yeah? As a wife, as a man. Many husbands believe, it's farz or a wajib that the wife has to cook the daily food all the time. No, it's not. Accordingly to the Hanifi fiqh, if the wife cooks food for the husband has to pay for it. Yeah, for example. Okay? Don't expect your wife has to do everything and you just chilling. You're just working and you say to your wife, I was working all day. I don't need to help you in the house cleaning. I don't care about the children, this and that. That's very egoistic. That's very selfish. And that will destroy the peace, the inner peace inside the family. It's more important that we keep the harmony within our wives and children and spouse to keep that harmony in balance inside our homes. So Allah will bless us even more, inshallah. That our children will follow our footsteps, and we all become good role models of the Sunnah, our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And if we can do that, then I'm 100% sure about it, that life in this short time we are in this dunya will be pleasant for us. And the most important thing is that Allah is pleased with us. This is what we always have to think about it. Before I do something, if I want to shout my wife, if I want to shout my children, will Allah be pleased with this maybe? Will Allah like it? If I start swearing at my wife, shouting at her? I don't think so. And the other way around, will Allah like it when the wife is shouting at the husband? I don't think so. And it will not help. Shouting and swearing around will not help. Because words are very powerful. And as many Sahabis have said, that the tongue cuts deeper than the knife.
Yeah.
So words can be very ugly. So before we say something wrong, we should balance and think twice before we say something. If we are emotional, if we're upset or angry, the best thing is maybe just leave the house and go somewhere to calm yourself down, Go in the next room, distract yourself. As Prophet ﷺ said, if you're angry, make wuzu. If it doesn't help, lie down. Don't go and have a go on your wife and start swearing and shouting at her. And then she will be upset and she will swear and angry to you. And the children will see it, why mommy and daddy is fighting, why mama and daddy is saying ugly words at each other. What will have a very bad psychological effect on the children. What can lead basically a trauma to a child. And that's something we don't want. Destroying our own family basically. Because we are selfish and egoistic. So what I'm trying to say is like, be mindful towards your family, to your spouse. Maintain it. It's a jihad. It's one of the greatest jihads. The greatest jihad is jihad al-nafs. This is what our Prophet ﷺ said. When Sahabi came from the battlefield, he said, the jihad al-akbar is not in the battlefield. It's fighting your own nafs, fighting your own desire. And if we can do that, then I can guarantee you we will have a beautiful family life and a very respectful. And your wife and your husband will love you sincerely and respect you. Because we're living in a difficult time. Who else is out there? We have only our family. And if we destroy our own family, who else you gonna have? No one. No one gonna help you. If you're ill, who takes care of you? Your wife or your husband. When you got fever, lying in the bed, what about you cannot even go to the toilet? Who's bringing you to the toilet? Who's cleaning you? Your wife, your husband. So we have to be nice to each other. He or she will feed you when you're in the bed and cannot even eat. Or your child, if it's already big. And so on and so on. So maintaining our daily family life is very important. Don't be too strict to each other. Be nice and kind and merciful to each other. And I'm sure that's the best way forward to addressing things. Okay, wa akhir taban. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.